Alright, so we're going to talk a little bit today about snatch technique. Now, ideally if we're working on snatch technique, we already have a pretty good single arm swing technique and some high pull stuff. We're going to work through that progression, talk a little bit about keeping the bell close to the body, about swinging through the hips, not overtaxing the grip, and then smoothly locking out the bell overhead. So we got a lot of stuff to get through. I'm going to use 2 kettlebells to help me out here. I'm only snatching 1 bell, but I'll show you how I'm going to use the other one. I'm actually going to put it under my feet. I'm going to start out with the bell that I'm going to use in my hand. And this is basically just so I can work on my swing and keep the weight close to me. So, bell's here. So this reminds me to keep the load close right there. So that is the basic swing that we want to get going first. You should be very comfortable with that, you should be very strong with that. Now once we get that going, we're going to bring the bell up a little higher and we're going to get a little more elbow bend. Some people will call this the high pull, some people will just say that it's just a good strong swing. Doesn't really matter. It helps us get to the snatch. So call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it a high pull. Basically the same drill. The only difference is I'm going to finish with the bell up here and a little bit of elbow bend. So, to get myself set, again I'm using my lock grip, so thumb and index are wrapped around the handle. I use my thumb to pinch the index to the handle, and then the other 3 fingers are just along for the ride. So we go here, let's get our swing going, and then let's start to bend the elbow. So if I do this right, it should be pretty weightless. If I miss my hips, the weight becomes very heavy, and my grip really burns out quickly. That's the first 2 steps we need and be confident with both those drills. So the snatch is pretty much that, only we got to be a little more aggressive at the top. You got to shoot the hand through. So we want to finish ideally in a locked out position with the bell resting overhead. Now I'm going to do something a little different on the snatch than I did on the first 2 drills. You saw my hand, I was swinging and high pulling. I was kind of in a thumb down position, or thumb in position. So this rotates my shoulder a little bit. I'm actually going to go thumb forward on the snatch. The reason being, when the weight starts to come up, I can just shoot my hand through the bell. The bell doesn't have to come over the top, and I don't have to do this big twist on the way up. I can just stick my hand right through the handle, so it's less movement of the bell. I'm moving more, the bell's moving less. That's more efficient, and I can get a few extra reps that way. So I'm going to show you a couple, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit more. So I swing the bell back, again get my swing going, get my elbow bend going, and then just finish right there. Right, so there's the lockout, shoulders fully flexed, hips are extended, knees are locked out or straight. Now on the way down, I'm going to bring the bell around. All right, so lock out here, hand is open. I don't need to grip the bell. It's not going anywhere. I can rotate this arm, bring the weight down, so the bell's back in front. I'm back into my thumb position, or my thumb forward position. I catch the weight, bring it back through, weight comes back up, I just shoot my hand through. Alright, so let me get this other bell out of the way. Let's see if we can do that. See how it looks. So again, swing. Let's get a few high pulls. One more. And then let's go for the snatch. You see, I start catching that weight about chin level. If I can do that, it really takes weight off the bell. All right, it's basic snatch technique.